Okay, this is the introduction for Activity 2, Creature Features, out of our Reproduction unit, and I am going to read it aloud to you guys. Okay, in the last activity, you learned that Marfan syndrome is caused by a gene. A gene carries information that is passed from parents to offspring. This means that if Joe does not, this means that if Joe does have Marfan syndrome, he can pass the gene on to any children he may have. The transmission of genes is called heredity. And a gene that is passed from a parent to an offspring is inherited. Cells need the information transmitted by genes to grow and perform their functions or their jobs. How are genes for a trait passed from parents to offspring? And how do they determine the offspring's traits? Scientists have learned a lot about how genes cause traits by breeding plants and animals that grow rapidly and breed at an early age. In this activity, you will use an imaginary creature to develop a model that explains your ideas about genes and heredity. A model is a representation of a system that scientists use to help one understand and communicate how the system works. Then you will engage in scientific argument as you compare your explanation to explanations developed by other students. Later in this unit, you will have a chance to expand or revise your explanation. This model and other models in this unit will help you figure out the chance that Joe will transmit Marfan syndrome to children he may have. So just as a little piece of information, these bold-faced words in the reading are important vocabulary terms. You will be compiling your vocabulary terms in a future activity, but please make sure that you are paying attention to them as you read along. The other thing here is you will need to know what your guiding question is. So I'm going to move this over a little bit so we can get to the guiding question. Okay, and the guiding question is, how are simple inherited traits passed from parents to their offspring and then to the next generation? This is the sentence that you will want to copy down in your notebook. Okay,